So I have a 6'7" LaMelo Ball build with 99 layup and 96 pass accuracy because I wanted to play around the idea of kicking out of shots as a playstyle. My playstyle is built on the idea of if there's one person on me, then I'll go for the layup because I've got 99 layup. I can finish over anyone. But if there's more than one, then I can kick it out to a wide open teammate. In theory, this should be impossible to stop. It really changes the game because it's no longer a matter of hitting your shots, it's a matter of just making the right decision. I'll show you the build at the end of the video. So in theory, this is how the build should work. So I should be able to get the ball, drive to the rim, and then if there's more than one person, just kick it out to a wide open player. And if there's only one person defending me, then I should be able to hit a layup over anyone. I've got 99 layup, 75 strength, no one's stopping that. So this is a full game of me playing with the build. So I'm usually a point guard, but every now and then I get put at shooting guard. But 80% of the time, I'm at the point guard. Whenever I make a build, I like to have at least either steal or block to help with defense. And since I'm 6'7", I went with 78 block. My first 2 points in this game was a cut to the rim. Here on the fast break, I get the ball and I do it between the legs as he reaches, and that's a wide open layup. We finished the quarter down by 4. So we're on the fast break again, and I get the ball. And of course I'm looking to do a layup. And as I go for the layup, the defense collapses, so I kick it out to a wide open shooter. But he must have not just been ready for it, because he just passes it. On the fast break, I get the ball again, and then I get a wide open layup. So after this, our point guard leaves, so I get point guard duties. Now my teammates trust me a lot, and we have a shooting center, but he doesn't want to set any screens, he just wants to send the quarter. So it's our small forward and our power forward doing the pick and roll with me for the rest of this game. So I walk up the ball to start a pick and roll, but I notice that they're sagging off my center a bit, so I hit him for open 3. So we get a stop and they hit me on the fast break again. And they can't block it because the higher your layup attribute is, the harder it is to block it. We're starting to get into a rhythm, so I walk up the ball and I go to the center of the court to start a pick and roll. So as I'm coming off the screen, I'm looking at 2 players. I'm looking at the man of the guy that's screening me and the center. If neither of them help, then I have a wide open layup. But if one of them helps, then I've got a wide open teammate. Both of them are slow to react, since this is one of the first times we did the pick and roll. But as we do it more and more often, they will adapt. But here we get a fast break layup. So I'm walking up the ball again, getting ready to do a pick and roll. My man gets by the screen pretty easily, and he's on my hip. With my 75 strength, this will still be a wide open layup. So I look to see if any of them help, and they do. And we get the center wide open in the corner. That's the end of the first half, and I've played a perfect game. I haven't missed a single shot and have 13 and 4. Here, I walk up the ball, and I do a crossover and run my man into the screen. The screener's man and the center are late to react, so it's a wide open layup. We get a stop, and we're on the fast break again, and he knows who to pass to. I just open up for one of those 2 guys to get it. Here, we get a steal, and I run up the court to get a wide open 3, but I miss it for my first miss of the game. Here, I get inbounded the ball, and I go to the middle of the court to set up the pick and roll. Again, I'm looking at the screener's man and the center's open this time. He does miss, but this is a good look. As the game progresses, they're starting to collapse more and more whenever I drive. The center's open again, and he does miss again, but we need him to still keep shooting those. Now we're starting to blow out this team, and on the fast break, I get the ball, and I do a flashy pass. And he doesn't make the shot, but I'm there to get the ball after the rebound. I had to redeem myself after the last 3. I get inbounded the ball and go to the middle of the court for a screen. As I'm coming off the screen, I'm again looking at my screener's man and the center. The center drops immediately and the center's wide open for 3. I'm walking up the ball and they're starting to play a lot of help defense. I do get a lane and the center immediately drops, so the center's wide open for 3. Yeah, we get a stop. It's a fast break. They pass me the ball, and I get my guy on my hip. This is a wide open shot. If you have physical finisher, this is a wide open shot. There's another fast break where I get a wide open layup. I'm walking up the ball, and my teammate does screen to help me actually get up the court. I get one-on-one with my matchup, and then I drive, they immediately collapse. And this is one of the rare instances where a pass is actually not that good, but he's so wide open he has time to hit it. Again, I get the ball, and I'm going to drive, and I wonder who's going to be open. Of course, my center. But this game, I've hardly missed, and I have 24 and 10 right now. None of my shots relied on me actually timing them well. All of them have been pretty wide open layups. Yeah, they do force me into a floater. I was trying to do a euro, but I guess it was too far out. It's basically the end of the game, and I'm really trying to get that 30 and 10. I go for a layup, but my defender gets to me quick enough to make it a contested layup, which slows me down, so he gets the block. Now, this last shot of me was kind of stupid. It was the end of the game, and I was playing around, and I tried to do a reverse scoop layup. Of course, it doesn't work. Even with me playing around a bit in the end, we still win. I finished with 24 and 10, and it was pretty efficient. If you want a tutorial on layups, check out my Power of 99 layup video. But of course, as promised, here's how to make my LaMelo ball build. And by the way, I use cap breakers to put up the layup and pass accuracy. So for the build, of course, point guard, make him 6'7", just like Melo. And then weight, I put him at 200, but you could lower this if you want him to be skinny, or you can raise it a bit if you want him to be bigger. Wingspan, 6'10", and these are the attributes. 97 driving layup. I'm telling you now, it's so fun. It's just so fun. You just be chucking everything up and it just goes in. Hitting contested layups, jellies, you feel like LaMelo Ball, when you're driving. I didn't want any dunk at all, because the 44 is just because of other attributes that got raised. But I made sure that I couldn't get any dunks, just in case if I was driving and then it put me in a dunk and then I get kicked out because the dunk isn't that high, and I would have been able to finish with the layup. But I mean, if you wanted to, you could easily just lower something to get that to a 45, so at least you can dunk, Because I mean, LaMelo can dunk, but he's not the best dunker. So you could do that if you want, but I just went 44 driving dunk to make sure that, if I'm going up, I know it's going to be a layup. But you got the 85 three-pointer. That's enough to be, shooting off the dribble, cooking a guy, 94 pass accuracy. That you will not be, chucking the ball out of bounds. The most broken thing you can do is go for a driving layup, and then if there is, more than one person in front of you, just kick it out to a wide open person. You will probably hardly ever be, throwing the ball out of bounds, even when you're kicking it out of a shot. 85 ball handle, so you could be dribbling. 75 speed with ball. 74 perimeter defense, which is honestly not even that bad, because you also got the 75 strength, which enhances it, makes it better. You're very bumpy on the build, especially since you're matched up with these 5'9" point guards, or 6'2", 6'4", you're bigger than all of them. 78 block. I know LaMelo ain't be blocking people like crazy, but you're 6'7", and I would have preferred to have block than steal. It might not be closest thing to LaMelo. You could maybe call this a bloody Anthony Black build if you want to, but it's so fun because you're out here with this LaMelo Ball build, and they don't expect you to bloody swat them. So many times on the fast break, they would just hit a layup and then you just swat it. It's hella fun. Got that 81 speed, 85 agility. You got to keep up with those small guards, and you honestly can, especially because you've got the reach. It almost feels like you're Wembanyama when you're defending these guys, because you're 5 inches taller than them. And you got your 74 vertical, which helps with blocks, and the 75 strength. That lets you do the contact layups and helps the defense a lot. You just bully the smaller guards. So yeah, that's the LaMelo Ball build.